tee this one up. And the Sooners will boot it away to start the game. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, bro.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He gets a block. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. First down, 10 yards to go. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive.
And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. The Sooners are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He's loose at the 15. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Ready to fire from the pistol. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll try the run. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Caught near the sticks. It's Sharp. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
This defense has been sliced and diced and now facing another 1st and goal. They bring him down and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's the into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd down.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Feeling some heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room.
He'll take a shot. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll test the right side. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Looking for an open area to his left. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forced...
And that pass is intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, South Carolina. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Moves around to clear up the vision. Or did he find a hole in the defense? And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play, 1st and 10 from their own 49. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. At the 40, there he goes. He's up to 51 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. On a little time, lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to... And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build up. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, take advantage of the clock, it's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
He wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires on the move. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Alchuk. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. Toss sweep to the right. Stumbled to the ground. He's now up to 71 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep...
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. And the defense drags him down.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up the field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's gone. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen.
He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you put them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turns it on at midfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10.
And 1st down for the offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the move. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this fourth down conversion. And the Gamecocks are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me fourth down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't. Keep running them, keep getting better at them, so use this as practice.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The completion short of the sticks. It's second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. The tag! And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing we can do to stop us.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Back to throw, it's Arnold. Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's McDowell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 40. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.